I have a motion.
I make a motion to accept the minutes as is.
A second. Gary and Joey got it. But thank you.
Good care, third.
Okay, public comment. We don't seem to have anyone here for public comment tonight. So, we have a new member here with us tonight. Brandon Vance. And we need to get you sworn in, make you official. It's been a little while since I did this, but we'll get through it. Stand up. Raise I think we got this. Repeat after me. I, your name,
I, Brandon Vance,
do solemnly swear that I support the Constitution of the United States
do solemnly swear that I support the Constitution of the United States
of West Virginia,
of West Virginia,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the Board of Parks and Recreation
and I will faithfully discharge the duties of the Board of Parks and Recreation
member
member
to the best of my skills and judgment,
to the best of my skills and judgment,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Thank you, sir.
I'll say yay.
You may see.
It's like 30 seconds behind everything.
You follow direction.
30 seconds.
Delay.
Well, let's have a purpose here.
Go ahead.
Okay, we got it all.
No, what? Would that be?
We just need another public. I don't know.
I'm not
Probably.
sure exactly where you're supposed to scoot it in there.
Maybe new business? I don't know.
I don't know, but we wanted to, hey Garrett, where would that really officially should have it came in to the meeting?
Like under what heading?
Okay, we just put him in there under public comment then.
What is it? You call me back? I can't hear it.
Swear it in. That's what it's called. Instead of doing it again, so you can actually vote, if everything vote.
It's what? Terry's not here tonight, so Sally, would you like to do financial report?
Sure.
Thank you.
You can see the bills down through there. And general account has $21,174.30. The pool account has $1,194.30.
Do we anticipate that pool power bill to drop $1,000? I don't know. I mean,
It was $1,000 this month for some reason.
Wow.
So I'm waiting to see whether this is coming month.
But you guys, they were still doing some work with that, right? Like they were doing the chlorine and stuff, or no? How does that pump run year round?
Yeah, well, we'll turn it off what, about November, when the weather starts staying
Gotcha.
cooler. But it still shouldn't have been that high.
Correct.
I wouldn't think.
So I'm not sure what's
It's
going on.
not doing anything extra now than it's done all year.
Right.
Exactly.
You would think
Exactly.
less.
So I don't know. So we better. Okay.
What's that, who's this minimum thing?
I
Might have to estimate your pool and
may have.
what was estimated.
may have.
Committee report? So we have nothing. Okay. And then manager's report, right after you again.
Right to me again. Okay, we've had an exciting time right here, guys. We've got the shower house and all the cabins, the mother leak, and the pool winterized. And we put a heater between the bathrooms and the ball field so the lines don't freeze, so we can keep it open a little longer. There's no more tournament scheduled, so once it starts staying cool, we'll just close it down. We started inspecting the lights for Christmas. We'll start putting them up the 1st of November. There's been a lot of cleaning done on the garage and the maintenance building. Once we're done with that, we're gonna move. Right now, we've got Mitch working in Muddley on the Christmas lights because he can't walk
They
yet
doing
a
better.
lot.
Yeah.
So once we get the garage finished up, mostly we'll move all that stuff down there because I had people already wanting to rent Muddley for meetings and stuff. The water heater in the 4-H building has been moved to the mop sink room, so that's done. The floor in Craigsville cabin has been repaired. They did that last week. And they're getting ready to start on the ceiling and the floors. They're gonna sand them and varnish them because they have the wood on the ceiling too. And the bathrooms, so we'll start on that soon.
Is this in good shape now?
It's in very good shape now.
They just
Please, you never hear that,
Raised it
Eugene?
up
Well,
and then
one time they were looking at that.
yep, that's where.
Actually, all of them
I
are
know.
down now.
So,
They were bringing it back.
for years, that poor building
Yeah,
sat there
it's been
neglected.
like 12 or 13 years, she said.
Okay, I was contacted the other day by Mayor Schaefer, and they had gotten a grant that they applied for the park. And it's First Energy's Light Up Holiday Smiles. And the recipient of the grant will get $30,000 in Christmas lights. We won. We got it. The stipulations, which I put them with your all's packet, because there's quite a few, but really the main thing is they'll come in, they'll set it up. If we need power run to where we want it set, they will run new power to it. They don't want any signage close to them, but we can still decorate the park for a contest, because I was worried about that. And they will come in when it's done and take it down, and then it's ours. So that was,
What is that now?
it's a grant that the mayor applied for.
Oh, I understand it.
And we're getting $30,000 worth of Christmas lights. And they're gonna come
From
put them up.
who? From the city?
From First Energy.
Oh, from First Energy.
Yeah.
Now, they will come in and do it. You're not gonna have to do it at all.
Nope, they're gonna come in, set it up, run power to it if we
And
need to.
they give it to us when.
And it's
After they
always
take
when
it
it's
down.
done.
Yeah.
They'll come in, take it down, and it's ours.
When they gonna do that?
Well, the mayor returned the paper to John Norman with First Energy. And then he'll call the mayor, and the mayor's gonna tell him to call me, I'm the contact. So I figured when he would come to talk over what he's doing or whatever he's got to do, I'd have Jennifer and Garrett in there too, because we gotta decide where we want it.
Well, that's what I was gonna say, how you know where
Right.
y'all can
And we
decorate.
kinda have a. No, that's it. Yeah, that's it. We don't have an idea what it's gonna be yet. I don't know if they pick it up or if they work with us. I don't know anything about that. I'm just excited for $30,000 worth of new lights. And then, you know, I mean, I don't know what everybody thinks or anything. My kind of first thought was up front across the road from the skate park. Because we really need power up there and it's right there.
Draw people in as they're driving
Yeah,
by.
Yeah.
that's what I was
People see
thinking.
going around.
First thing
Yeah.
they'll see. And I don't know if anybody had a problem with that because the skate park and the basketball court's already taken to be decorated, but it's not gonna be that close.
Especially if we get a point of power right there for the first thing.
Right, it'll be on the other side of the road. So I guess we'll find out when they come.
And it won't be competing.
And it won't be competing with that. No, that. So I'm just so excited over that. Those are lights, most of them are 20, 30, 40 years old. And we just keep fixing them. Jason and his son Walker Swagger brought their chair up on October the 8th, I think it was, and placed it next to the skate park. Oh, God, some of you may have seen it. I put pictures of it on Facebook. We went up to Indian Rocks last week, mowed and weed eated around the pond, the shelter, and the bathrooms, inspected the playgrounds, everything was just solid, looked really good. We cleaned the shelter, and then we took inventory of the buildings that were there, so we know what we have. And that's all.
We need to backtrack just a little bit. I've got to ask for a motion to approve the financial report.
Yeah, make a motion.
Second.
Second.
Second. All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it.
On the Indian Rocks, I know is the dumpster gonna remain?
Well, I was gonna ask questions about that. Do do we need to, or Garrett, does the county commission need to contact Nicholas Sanitation and the water department and that type of stuff?
Sally, you can have really more responsibility with the management handed over if you can handle that transfer. The dumpster and Gary chimed in and Brandon, with us not having a constant presence up there, I'm almost tempted to say we have a couple of trash cans, but take out the dumpster. Because it's not, people know it all, they're only here twice a month. I have kind of concern, how full is this going to be, and how many cars are get paid to be cleaned out and stuff like that.
Right. I know that day we went up to Mow and Weedy was the day they dumped the trash. The dumpster was empty.
I don't think it's been an issue. The reason I was asking is like, I was gonna get some bags or something, and then every couple of days, like maybe me and Brandon can take turns once every other week. He does it, and the other week I do it. And just maybe go out and throw those bags and the trash in the dumpster if it was stayed up there. I don't think that was an issue because I spoke with Ada about it multiple times, but I don't remember if they locked it or not, and maybe unlocked it when they used it.
Well, maybe that's a good option, just when they lock it.
I think that's what they did, but I know she didn't have those issues because I'd ask her about it. Because I figured that's what would happen. People just haul their own household trash up and throw it in.
Which they do here.
Right. They just don't dig my names out of those bags anyway.
Right.
But that's the reason I was asking that, is that maybe we could just get up like a roll of bags that fit those cans, I don't know if they're contractor bags or whatever, then maybe we can just take a look at it once a week or kind of gauge
I can get you
it, save you guys trips up.
Yes. Okay.
There's 3 or 2, I can't remember. There's one right at the parking lot, one down at the bottom by the ramp, and I think there might be another one,
I
right?
think there's 3.
Yeah, maybe one's supposed to be for cans, but I think they throw whatever.
It is, but it's whatever's in it, yeah. Like I said, everything up there looked good. There's 3 grills. The 2 smaller ones are in good shape. The big one, Randall says he can make another one,
That'd be awesome.
because it's pretty rusted out. I cleaned those out real good. And I think, which is for another time, but I think we need a cement pad under them.
Gotcha.
Or a box or something to catch stuff to them.
Dripping.
But anyway, we cleaned those out, and everything looked real good up there.
Maybe get some of the high temp spray paint, just paint the outsides of them.
Like
The black, like salt paint or something.
Yeah.
I was up there on Saturday, and everything was good here. Nothing seemed disturbed, a lot of people up there, kids playing in the playground.
It's used, it actually is used quite a bit, and then, I've heard that people have had a lot of good ideas for events as we move forward, maybe do fundraisers and stuff, and just keep rolling, kind of make the park self-sustainable.
Yeah.
And I have remind me when we get done today, I have the contact information from the DNR, the point of contact for when they stock.
Okay, yeah, he told me that they were out at French Creek, if I needed anything from them or had any questions.
They've done some fish up there, they're selling them like their own.
Oh, really?
2 big nets of channel cat.
Cool.
Which one's the fishing mark right now? That day, like while on the stock truck. Yeah, it's James A. Walker, District 3 Fisheries Biologist. Cell number is 304-550-8155. And I've got an office number of 304-924-6211. Thank you.
Is that unfinished business?
Manager's report.
Okay,
We just
I
kept
thought, I
trucking.
thought we moved on.
I thought we did too, but anyway.
I don't think we have any unfinished business, do we? I don't think so. We got new
Well,
business.
as far as unfinished, do we have any sort of status on the Mount Macleod Park?
Just glad it's the same thing. How did that all go? And
It went really well, and
Yes.
I meant to have your report right up, and
No,
I
that's good.
forgot. It went great. We had almost 40 vendors out here, and three food vendors. And I'll tell you, 13 of the vendors come back on Saturday in that rain and that cold, and we moved them into the pole barn. And then the 2 guys with the woodworking under the shelter stayed there. Didn't do very good, but they were all troopers, let me tell you. But we did do very good. Friday, they were real pleased with their sales.
I didn't figure there'd be many people on Saturday.
And, there was like 4 people, I think, all day long. It was
Terrible weather.
Oh,
Oh,
horrible.
I do have a spreadsheet made up, and I should have had it ready on what we brought in, because I think it was like 1,700 that we brought in. We paid out on probably not quite 1,000. So we did pretty good.
I think probably Saturday, that there would have been that many, maybe even a few more.
Oh, yeah, if that's how far
That's a
one
good
of them
first,
would have got to
yes,
go. Yeah, they got
First time doing it, first time setting up. It's
First
only
time
getting
setting it up.
bigger.
That's what I'm thinking.
Groups.
Exactly. And, it was good.
Had some real interesting vendors too.
Yeah.
A lot I've never seen set up before.
It was nice. I like doing this stuff, so.
Any new business?
A couple of things. We actually talked at the last commission meeting, about, talking about the 250 on this area there. That's a nice conversation with the folks, if I get my notes or part. It's on top of the sheriff part, F-250, we transferred, Monday, transferred, the Homeland Security truck from Tonga, diesel, that was, to part as well, which will help all equipment, stuff like that, between the trail lines, as well as any from the park. And also thanks to Gary, who was there, I asked Sally and Jennifer to be there. I also asked Pete from the trail lines to be there. Commission, yesterday, the commission, granted us the funds to purchase a new trailer. That will haul our equipment, including the tractor, to any of our and also the trail lines. So, equipment upgrades, part of it.
So
You don't
basically,
understand that?
yeah, they're gonna buy a big Tex trailer.
Big Tex
To
trailer.
haul that'll actually haul the tractor and the brush hog all at once.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we're getting the F-250 and the box trailer from
The sheriff's
the
office.
sheriff's office. It'll be ready Monday.
Sheriff's office, no, another one on top of that, Homeland Security.
Homeland Security is the truck we're getting this time, and a box trailer. So,
And then when they have the auction, they'll sell it on Dodge.
yeah. get ready to go.
And the board can even take a vote, to allow for the, whatever year it is, Sally, to look it up, Dodge 15, I think that's gonna be auction, because the county does our surplus auction later this fall. Those funds come back, whatever truck we're in, come back to the park, we just need to dispose of it. But that's the only way we can, is by auction, that's the law.
It's 2001.
Yeah, I'll make a motion for the auction off the 2001
Do I have a
Dodge
second?
pickup truck.
Second.
And a second. All those in favor? Anybody against? Motion does pass. Okay. That's our new business. President's comments?
That's you today.
Okay, then I officially have no comment. Okay. Board
I did
comments.
have one request, is everybody, on sunny days, you got your next few days, drive around the park and see anything we missed out on, any upgrades, anything, like that. Like I told Sally, when I get back, I want to be confirmed, and I can even take notes and things to all board members to come out, walk the properties that have not been updated, and see what we can do as to, phase 2 of remodel the park. And so they will have, we have ideas, next week, we probably get through text, let us know when we're gonna try to get together remotely. If anybody has anything, or if you'd like to come out, we can add to that list, try to get it all done in phase 2, and to set this park up for life.
Okay. That sounds like a very good idea. Progress. Moving along with phase 2. Does the board have any comments?
Just one, I know we talked about the equestrian circle over there, that area. And I guess what's the group that's in there now? Semi-conduit?
Nicholas County Equine Station.
Yes. And do they have a current user agreement for this year?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's open?
Yes.
Okay. Now, what's that run? Ish. Because I'd like to approach somebody, you know, one of the other equine groups or somebody in the area here, and get them to adopt it pretty much. I was just kind of curious. I know there've been some discussion with that, but just bring it up.
David.
Dan Shaw.
What's it?
Him.
That does all the shows and stuff up there, he's interested.
Good.
And he's
Yeah.
gonna do a horse show at the end of the month.
Here?
Yeah, on the 29th, and he's interested in maybe doing.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really have to give me this number. I was just kind of curious if we could kind of bring that into the public and just, it'd be nice to have somebody adopt that and let that be there. You
Yeah.
give them a kind of a, maybe till the ground up, let them do what they need to do.
Yeah.
I think that was the Equine Association, I think that was their goal in the beginning, but they lost so many members and, even the horse show during the fair, they didn't think they were gonna be able to have one because they just couldn't get anybody to come out and help them work it. And, you know, what it is, volunteers.
Now, there's nothing else that takes place in that area, right? So there's no, we're not competing, nobody, so they could literally have kind of full access to it year round. Awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, and I want that range to move things too, because just honestly looking at the milestone, you got to understand the purpose of the equine association. But, you know, that section, whenever we look at Pine Lodge, DNR, that rate, sound system, lighting, you know, whatever we might come up with, things reasonable to pay for, should be part of that phase two.
I agree.
Absolutely.
And I think maybe the first thing was maybe what, bathrooms out?
Do what?
In phase two,
4-H bathrooms.
4-H bathrooms, yeah, we gotta upgrade those.
Did you want, did you add the cabin bathrooms to that, or just the 4-H bathrooms?
No, we need to,
We need to?
right.
Okay.
So I guess those 4 major projects in phase two, unless somebody drives through, walks through and sees something that, oh, okay, I want to know, I'm sorry. Again. But yeah, you could, schoolhouse, forgot about it. Yeah.
So it's enough to use your name for that.
We have concerns that we were going to update the facility. I instructed them that we have not heard back from them, but the Lincoln County property, they signed a user agreement notifying, accepting that. And so if they won't come to us and ask us how it needs to be renovated, we will figure out how it needs to be done. Because that's a historical artifact in the area, that's county property, it's county insured. And I mean, I can't wait an entire winter now when we've already waited for Tower Southern for what they want their input to be on doing that.
Now, their elections were gonna be held, I think that's what part of the something.
Yeah, they
Just
just
last
have.
weekend.
Yeah, so hopefully maybe at least by our next meeting, somebody can come as a representative of them, say, here's our new officers, and here's our contact, and something.
But-
You know, where I'm at, you don't care, to try to figure out who the new president is, and it's changed. And maybe give their contact to Sally. for her
Sally
to
said
reach
it's-
out, and also me to reach out.
Sally said it's James again.
Well, okay, we're gonna look into it, because he told me he wasn't gonna take it, so.
She said he put it on Facebook.
Well, it's on Facebook, it has to be true.
That's
Right.
right.
Abraham Lincoln said so.
Absolutely. It's done,
That's the
yeah.
gospel, the book of Facebook.
Well, I'll reach out to James, I have no problem, he and I have some side conversation. Like I said, they have concern, we don't do what we want to do. But that building is this board's responsibility. It's like, roughly, to the side of that building is just terrible damage.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's gotten to the point where it's not cosmetic, it's starting to affect structure. And
It's shingles, right? Not shake. That's what.
yeah, it's shingles, yeah.
What is this?
Oh, it does have a metal roof?
I thought it was like shingle. That's supposed to be.
No, I think he is right. I
So
think
they
it is
redone it?
metal.
I don't know, we'll go look.
Yeah.
Right?
We'll be right back.
Hold on, Garrett, we'll be right back.
Everybody's super quiet for a while.
You just mute him.
Is it Nicholas County Historical and Genealogical Society?
I
believe it is.
got the Nichols County, West Virginia, but it's not showing that post he made. Because he put down who all was officers and all that stuff.
I know there's like 2 right now.
Is it on that or is it on his private one?
Had to be there, 'cause I ain't friends with him.
Okay.
It's not like agreements with it, so they agree to maintain the village's image of the agreements, which we make sure that takes place to take care of it. So that's part of their,
Yeah, because it's not just cosmetic, that's structure. And,
Raptor
and that little old school is a huge part of the county and the history of the county. And it's the last one left. There was one out at Carfax Ferry, but the guy kept paying it and he didn't keep the roof up and it fell in.
Really? We took
So, that's the
pictures
last.
for homecoming games. My daughter right here at that schoolhouse.
So it's a beautiful area,
Yeah.
especially fall colors and stuff, the colors.
There's a Facebook page called Around the Bend in West Virginia, I think. And anyway, she posted a picture of it on there this past weekend.
Oh.
And didn't get too close, kind of a little bit, and it was just pristine. The colors, fall colors were really, really pretty. But yeah, we do. Fall school.
Yeah, especially black and white.
Well, if you can't find it on Facebook, I guess we'll just flat out call it.
And I can call him in the morning. I'll be there.
Sally gave you a thumbs up. Any other board comments? Anybody got anything? Do we have, any available openings for the booth for Christmas?
I've only got, of course, I haven't sent out all the letters and stuff yet, but Mountain Heart already knows the drill. So she called and gave me her 3 days, they want to watch it. So I'll get my calendar.
Eugene, you gonna set the booth this year?
Yeah.
On what?
Yeah, on my age, you never know.
We got a good heater in there.
Already told me
Eugene.
once, let it leave it.
What are the hours that you said?
Me too.
It is open.
That's it. I mean, I will, yeah, I mean, if it's but I shouldn't run keep nothing, one more day.
I think it's 5:30.
You got a million of them left.
Huh?
You got a million of those left. Oh, yes.
But,
Yeah, 5:30 to 9:30. Normally, the people that, one of the stipulations for decorating is they have to agree to sit the booth 3 nights.
Is that what it is, 3?
So Mountain Heart's the only one that's called so far. So if you guys want to take a night, just let me know.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. is we're gonna put our
Remember,
display
we got a
up.
contest against
Yes.
Eugene to get the most money.
And that's points on your display too, right?
Yeah, well,
25
no,
or 50.
no.
Well, I think, oh.
Now,
it's
if
somewhere in
you get it
between.
totally decorated before the 21st, you get an extra 25 points. No, you're right.
Yes.
Just players who provide booth sitters will receive 50 points per night for booth sitting. So you get extra. So. But that's only for people who decorate the contest.
have you got any idea though, how about those lights that they're talking about? I mean, any kind of idea what they're gonna do?
No idea.
Just up there at the road, or is it gonna be all through the park?
It's just gonna be one big display. It's not gonna be all
$30,000 worth?
$30,000 of one display, yes. So I'm excited
But
to
that,
see what their
but
ideas
that's
are.
also, if they have to put electric in, that comes out of the 30.
Well,
It sounded like to me,
Put sunglasses on when you drive by.
a letter.
Look forward.
holiday display will remain blah, blah, blah. Any metering, First Energy will provide a landscape or electrical contractor to design and procure materials for holiday display.
Any metering equipment.
Any metering equipment or electrical infrastructure necessary to supply power will be paid for by First Energy.
As part of
That's
the
part of the
display
display
cost.
cost. Okay, so if we have to make them run power, that's gonna go part of the money. We'll pay some more.
Extension cords, like a 38 extension cord, there you go.
Yeah, we got extended cords that we run up here every year.
Yeah.
You can use these.
But,
But still,
it might be better to,
might be better off to get the power put in, to be honest with you.
I mean, you could still have a wonderful display.
This is true. But I guess they'll get a hold of us.
Yeah, so when you contact them, just try and do that, well, I think that's, and really, I think that was the important thing, you know, location, with power source, location,
Yeah, I'll see if I can get hold of John and see. Because the mayor was supposed to tell him to call me, and he was supposed to contact him.
So like, how much would that, how much would that be? How much would that take off of it?
Right.
That would be a
Right.
good question to get an
Right.
answer to.
And how big an area do we need to decide, is it gonna take up 100 feet?
Yeah,
150 feet?
exactly. Who knows?
80 feet?
Till he comes out here and
How
talks
big
to
of this
us.
place is it gonna be?
Right.
So we
I
can
can't
decide from there as to,
Well, I wouldn't put it up there close to the road because you can't see it from the other side of the road unless it's up in the air.
Exactly, exactly.
So, I mean, I put it down here at the baseball field up there, behind the
Right.
basketball court and there where
If they
everybody
don't-
can see it from the highway too.
If they wouldn't fuss about the courts being decorated.
So what?
Yeah.
Courts and decorators already with somebody.
But anyway, I guess when they come out here, we can all meet with them.
because I think it's about all that was left. Everything else was already chosen,
Up front.
and there wasn't anything else for them to decorate, and they wanted to decorate something. So they chose the basketball court
And the skate park.
and the skate park
Oh.
and the pool.
I pretty much got everything given away, except for grassy fields.
That's what we are.
Right?
Well, I mean, if they're gonna do that though, I mean, if they can't have it there, I wouldn't let them have it.
Yeah,
Well, we usually we're begging for.
exactly. I really don't want to.
Turn them away.
Exactly.
Yeah, we might talk them into doing something different, but not,
Just wait and see how big this thing's gonna be.
Right.
right, that's what I want to do with it.
What I'm saying to you.
No idea.
Instead of space is so tight. I'll get hold of Terry and Jeff and see about the schedule about what they should
Okay.
prepare this to say.
Okay.
Anybody else wants to volunteer to set a night or two? I mean, it's always appreciated, and she's got plenty of spots open. You don't want to leave it unattended.
That's awesome. Losing money.
Yep. I mean, a lot of interesting people sat in there too.
I do.
First year I sat, I think I had 2 people from Pennsylvania and 1 from Florida that was traveling through and turned around and came back. It's Christmas lights.
One year we had a limousine truck. Dang. That's what I call it. When they have 3 or 4 doors on both sides. Holy moly. Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
That first year, second year we did it, I guess, I got ambushed by Channel 3. But other than that, it ain't been on TV.
That's pretty cool.
That is very good. Very good.
Yes. Anybody got anything else? And do I hear a motion to adjourn?
Make most of your
I'll
Second.
second that.
All those in
Just have it
favor?
There you go.
All right, the meeting is adjourned.